Welcome in. Beantown Breakdown, episode 2, where sports and Massachusetts culture meet. Nick Galle, alongside Andrew Parker, as always. I know it's only been 2 times, but it's still been always so far. So, Andrew, we're pumping out these episodes pretty quick. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep this pace, but for now, I like it. How are you doing tonight? We're doing a little nighttime episode.
Yeah, no, it's a little different, but 2 episodes in 1 week, I can't really complain. So let's keep it rolling.
You can't complain with that. I'm fresh off the flight from Milwaukee this morning. It was terrible waking up. I didn't even go to bed, so there was no waking up. But we're back in the Commonwealth, so I feel like the episodes will be a little bit stronger now. The chemistry.
Which, by the way, we'll get into Logan Airport in this episode. So
we'll dive in. We chipped away a little bit last episode, but we really got to get into it this.
Now you have firsthand experience.
That's what I'm saying.
You're ready. Like you're more suitable now to talk about it because I haven't been to Logan actually. I think ever during Christmas time. Kind of weird.
Yeah, lucky you. It's not fun. Yeah, it's a culture thing we got for you at the end. We'll start off with one. Let me pull up the tweet right now. This is a weird way to start the episode, but we're gonna do it. Here's a tweet. Ain't nobody want a burger shaped like Massachusetts, and we have a picture here of a cheeseburger. Not only is the burger shaped like Texas, the bun is as well, and the cheese is as well. What are your thoughts on this?
See, I think this upset you a little bit.
Yes. How could it not? It's a personal attack.
Let me get the reason why this upset you so much,
yes.
and then let me tell you probably what he meant.
You have 49 other states, right? Okay. 49 other states, many of which much less relevant than Massachusetts that you can go and attack. 49 other states. You come in Massachusetts for what reason? Tell me for what reason. I need the explanation there. I mean, it's the most random tweet I've ever seen. How it popped up on my feed, I have no clue. I have no idea.
You know what? I agree with you that there are 48 other states that he could have gone after.
49. Math wizard here.
Yeah, but he's not going after Texas.
Oh, yeah,
he's from Texas.
So it's me that's making the mistake. It's me that's making that mistake.
He wouldn't go after Texas already, so that's eliminated. True. And then he went after Mass, so there's 48 others other than Mass.
50 states total. Got that.
All right, so he could have gone after any of the 48 others. I agree with you. By looking at this, though, the whole thing, I think it says he's from Houston too, so he's from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he might be. You just look at the first comment on here. It's like a burger shaped like Mass wouldn't be much of a burger. I think he's just talking about that. There's just not that much. There wouldn't be as much meat there. Like it's a pretty small state in size compared to Texas. Could have went after Rhode Island. I get you.
That's what I'm saying. But Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, even Vermont.
But how relevant are they? You should be taking pride that he thought of Mass.
So you're thinking it's like a top dog type thing.
It's just like hey, at least we're not like the forgotten state. Like. I don't know, Connecticut.
We've spent
Vermont.
Far too much time on this, but it's a question worth talking about. I will give credit where credit's due. I like to do that. The cheese slice. I mean, this thing looks like it was cut in like a diagram of some sort. I mean, the precision on that cheese slice is absurd.
Listen, man, Texas seems like a wild place. And have you ever been to Texas?
I haven't. Have you?
I have. I've been to Texas a few times. And you like to say it, like the phrase is like everything's bigger in Texas. It's like this burger's like, I guess that I don't know. It might go hand in hand. I don't know. I think it's good that we're like it's staying relevant. I think this guy lives in Houston. He probably has never lived in Mass, and he thought of Massachusetts. So I take it with a grain of salt.
I suppose you look at it as a compliment, but to me, it's a little offensive. You know, I just don't attack Massachusetts in that way. I mean, it's just unnecessary shots fired right there. Truly.
I feel you, but
a little bit of Sandy Cheeks type stuff going on.
But listen, you got to look at it like half glass full thing where it's like, would you really want to be eating a burger shaped like Mass? And then when you get to the Cape, it's like, you know, you're kind of like, oh, wow, that bite was like not very filling. Like, I mean, there's no cheese out there at the Cape, right? Like you run out of cheese. Like when you're getting down towards your neck of the woods, Bourne, you know, like when you're getting over there, I feel like the cheese would start like, you know, nobody's going to like put the cheese all the way up, you know? So,
but that's like
then,
perfect ketchup zone right there. Are you kidding me? One
hey,
string of ketchup right on the cape.
How's the bun going to fit on that? Like, you're not going to make a bun that go around the cape and then maybe down Nantucket. Like, come on.
Just have intricate bun skills. That sounds unnecessarily wrong. I swear, you know, it's not meant to sound terrible, but it sounds really bad.
We're just gonna have to take it for what it is, man. All right. So
I guess so. Should probably get into the sports here. I think we literally just pounded out 5 minutes on some burger talk between Texas and Massachusetts. Kudos to us right there. It's what separates this podcast from all the other ones. The big headline in Boston sports, though, Patriots Colts. You and I, very wrong on our predictions. I mean, just very wrong.
Very, very wrong. And
but it happens.
I think I think we were overlooking it a little bit. And I think everybody else was too. But
we're riding a high.
The Colts are a good team. Jonathan Taylor, amazing.
MVP, perhaps.
With no Derrick Henry, he's got to be like he's the only guy. But
I'm talking like league MVP.
Yeah, I'm saying like
so, yeah.
Derrick Henry would have been the MVP this year if he wouldn't have gotten hurt. But it took Jonathan Taylor like 3 weeks to pass Derrick Henry, like in rushing. So that was insane. But yeah, I think it was a wake up call. I think at the end of the day, I would have liked to win that game, obviously, but I think it was good for Mac Jones to lose that game because they had won like 7 straight.
Yeah, it was a nice little winning streak they had going. So I think this is kind of good to humble them a little bit because, you know, you would suspect this team wasn't going to go take that winning streak into the playoffs. You know, you had to imagine there being one loss.
It wasn't going to be a Brady type team because it's you got a rookie QB in there. So you're not like, hey, I think this team won't lose another game, you know, all the way to the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like it's pretty unrealistic to say about this team compared to like, you know, the undefeated Patriots team that made it to the Super Bowl, and we'll forget about the Super Bowl, but it was just unrealistic to think that Mac Jones wasn't going to show, you know, his, you know, just a couple rookie mistakes. He made a couple bad throws in that game. I mean, he's a rookie though. It's like, he's going to make those mistakes. It's just, he's done a very good job this year of not doing those more than often, and he hasn't.
Some good things to take out of the game too. I mean, you held Carson Wentz to 57 yards through the air.
We can't be mad at him either, or we can't we can't talk down on him because our quarterback just threw 3 passes the week before. So I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I can't say anything about Carson's stat line.
You know, it wasn't good, 5 for 12, but again, like the Colts and the Patriots, kind of similar offenses when you think about it. They know their offense. It's Jonathan Taylor. If Jonathan Taylor is rushing for over 150 yards a game, Carson Wentz can get away with throwing 12 passes. And usually he's not going to throw 57 yards. You want the completion percentage to be a little bit higher. But you can get away with that stuff when your defense is playing well, too. The defense played well for Indianapolis, except in the second half. New England almost kind of mounted a comeback. But, again, just some mistakes there. Bill Belichick said it in the post-game press conference. He was very adamant. I don't know if you saw it. He was very adamant that the team did not play well enough. Typical Belichick, short, emotionless answers. But
by the way, did you see he apologized?
I saw. I've never seen. Have you ever seen that before?
Nope. That was definitely newsworthy because I don't know what happened, but he apologized for that.
Well, did you see the whole press conference? Because it was bad. I mean, it was
after the game, or I didn't see the whole thing.
Not good. I mean, it was just pretty much, you know, I don't know how many questions exactly, maybe like 15 questions asked. 14 of them had the same answer. I mean, just
pretty normal.
Like, makes me not want to go into this industry. Like, see that type of thing. But
you know what? Just speaking on the Belichick thing for a second, I saw something today that kind of like stuck out that I've never really seen Belichick do often. I think he's probably done it before, but he called out like a specific player on the other team in the last game, saying that T.Y. Hilton should have been ejected. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
He personally like called out T.Y. Hilton. That says he got asked about the ejection today of Kyle Duggar
Mm-hmm.
and Pittman. And he literally didn't say anything about Duggar or Pittman. And he just said, I think T.Y. Hilton should have been kicked out. He literally touched a ref, like pushed a ref back. And I think he should have been ejected for contact with the referee. I've never seen him like call out a player like specifically. He doesn't operate like that.
I've never seen that. But I guess what that shows you is when the situation warrants it, Bill's not afraid to take control and just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it was after he apologized, obviously, today, and then he went in. That was one of the that was like the second question after he apologized. It was just like two things that kind of just stuck out to me. I was like, what the heck is going on?
I mean, that's bizarre right there. The other thing I think we haven't even touched on this is like there was some pretty clear-cut missed calls. I thought. I know I could be biased. Patriot stuff right there and right there. But like N'Keal Harry almost died, it seemed like, towards the end of the game there. Who was that? Sendejo that hit him? I believe.
Oh, he was headhunting all game.
That's what I'm saying.
That man was hitting hard the entire game.
What's that show you? To me, that shows me two things. One, maybe the refs favor the Colts a little bit. I mean, we all know the Patriots are not the NFL's beloved franchise. We know that. Second thing, like N'Keal Harry gets hit like that. If that's a guy like Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, one of those bigger names, even a likable receiver, a guy like, I don't know, like trying to think, like a Hunter Renfrow type guy, Cortland Sutton, guys that no one has an issue with whatsoever. I know Cortland Sutton's a random name, but I had him on my
Hunter
fantasy.
Renfrow was pretty random.
Hunter Renfrow having an amazing season. You got to look at the numbers here.
I thought you were going to say like Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's another good one, but I'm playing Kupp in fantasy this week. I can't bring that up. Can't bring up the mojo. I basically just brought up my fantasy receivers. Anyway, regardless, N'Keal Harry. Refs saw N'Keal Harry get hit, and they're like, yeah, he could go to the hospital. That ain't worth 15 yards. I mean, it's N'Keal Harry, who cares? That's basically what I got, the vibe I got.
Yeah,
from it. It's like,
maybe he thought he was doing New England a favor,
I know, pretty much. I mean, everyone wanted Harry gone for like 2-3 years now, however long he's been with the franchise.
I will say, though, he looked good.
He did.
He had some opportunities because a couple injuries. Aguilar went down, so he kind of stepped and then he went down. But we were throwing to Gunnar Olszewski later in the game. I was like, holy cow, we are not very deep at wide receiver. But I think Harry didn't look bad. I think that Mac threw it up for him. That he went up and got it. It looked pretty. That's why they drafted him in the first round, because he's able to use that big body to get up and catch balls. I just wish that he would have been used a little more, but early on.
N'Keal, the real deal Harry. I mean, that's a sick nickname if he didn't get 11 receptions for 98 yards every season. But hey,
that first round tag, man, nobody can get past that. So if he was drafted in like the 5th round and he was doing like Jacoby Myers was undrafted and he was like producing so well, so everybody's like, oh my gosh, we love this guy. I mean, love Jacoby Myers. I think he's great, but Harry's just not living up to it yet. Like if he keeps doing what he did last game and just able to go up and be a red zone target too, like Hunter Henry's a tank in the red zone.
Yeah,
but we need another weapon, and it's like N'Keal Harry would be perfect.
That's the thing. Harry's got the frame, but he don't got the game. I'm going off right now. That's back-to-back sweet references right there.
I like that.
Throw up a money bags for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit money bags right into the right in the episode right there. So that's our new thing right there. Money bags. If you have a good saying, we're putting money bags in the episode. Bada bing, bada boom. Money bags number 1 just cashed. So there we go.
I like it.
We'll keep a money bags counter. I'm serious. So I got 1. All right. Now you're down 1 money bags to nothing right now. So you got to
might be a solo segment, but I'll work my way into it eventually.
You'll get there. Another concerning thing. I mean, the Pats game a little bit concerning. Not that concerning though, because they'd been so hot prior. You had to expect they were going to get a loss. Colts were a decent team. New England was on the road. Saturday night game too. Kind of weird. So you never know what the factors are there. You got to look ahead now. We'll see how the Pats respond. That'll be the true test. The thing I'm more concerned about, the Boston Celtics. I would get into a preview a little bit tonight of their game tonight against Philadelphia, but episode will probably drop during the game, so we won't talk too much about the game. But we'll throw up some tweets right now. The injury report tonight for the Boston Celtics. I think that's the most concerning thing to me. We know the NBA is having just absolutely disastrous COVID numbers across the league. That's kind of no surprise. It's a nationwide thing going on, translating to the NBA. But I'm going to read you the injury report here as we have the tweets up. I'll start with tweet number 1. This is a thread of guys, the injury report tonight.
Oh, it's never a good sign when it's a thread.
No. And it's never a good sign when Sam Hauser is the first guy on the list here. Health and safety protocols, he's out. Hernan Gomez, health and safety protocols, out. Horford, health and safety protocols, out. Langford, neck pain, questionable. Don't know the deal there. But that's what happens when you carry the team on your back, Romeo Langford. Tweet 2, send it. Here we are. Jabari Parker, health and safety protocols, out. Richardson, out. Health and safety protocols. Schroeder, illness, non-COVID, questionable. Tweet number 3, let me toss this puppy up here. Jason Tatum, left ankle sprain, questionable. He'll probably play, though. It's never good when this name's coming up on the injury report. Broderick Thomas, health and safety protocols, out. Grant Williams, who, as we mentioned last episode, has been good for this team, health and safety protocols, out. There it is. That's the injury report for the Boston Celtics. 10-day contract goes to CJ Miles, who made his NBA debut the year after the Cuban Missile Crisis. This man has been in the league forever. I didn't even know he was still around, Andrew.
15 years, man. That's a long time to be hanging around.
I mean, you think this, is this just like I know it's just kind of a move to like fill in the holes here. So was the Justin Jackson move the other day. But do you think like CJ Miles, what's the over under, Andrew? CJ Miles.
How long he lasts, or
no,
what?
CJ Miles, because 10-day contract, you have to assume it's going to be right in that ballpark. I'm going to put I'm going to put the over under at 27.5 points in CJ Miles' Celtics career.
Whoa.
What do we like?
That's high. That's very high.
Well, you have to suspect he'll play a couple games, right?
Yeah, but you got to think once a couple of these guys come out of protocols that he's not going to play.
Very true.
I think
right now he's in like it's kind of, I hate to say
that's true, actually.
Yeah, CJ Miles.
He might be the second leading scorer tonight or something.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go under still. I'll take the under.
Wow. I like the over.
I think
I do.
Jaylen Brown's in, right?
He should be. I believe he's
I never know with Brown these days, but
he should be good. That's the thing. Like, he should be good to go. Tatum is questionable, but everything I've read, he should be good to go as well.
I would still put it under. I'll be comfortable with the under.
I don't know, man. I kind of like the CJ Miles over.
So they have tonight. How many more games do they have before Christmas? Is it?
Well, they play Milwaukee on Christmas.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know if they had. So they play tonight, and then what, they got like 2 more, 1 more?
Well, let's take a look. We'll pull up the schedule for the people. So we got the Philadelphia 76ers coming into town tonight. We know that. And you're probably listening to this episode watching the Sixers game, maybe. And then Cleveland on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then the Bucks on Christmas. And that's in Milwaukee.
Yeah. So, I'm very comfortable with the under. Because you know that by Saturday, 2:30 against the Bucks, like, come on, Christmas Day NBA, like, that's a big deal. Like, everybody's gonna be, for the most part, I think everybody will be playing again.
No, I think everybody's gonna be watching Romeo Langford get his 3rd start in a row or something after his neck pain is healed.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Horford will be back. I think Richardson will be back. I don't think Miles will be getting much.
I'm telling you, man, don't doubt CJ. The man's a 3-point sniper. That's what I think. I think he's going to get like 30 points on 10 threes. That's how I think his Celtics career is going to be.
All right. Well, I'm excited to watch him then. He's been floating around for 15 years. I couldn't even tell you he was on the Rockets at one point.
He might have been. I remember him on the Raptors.
Okay, I remember him on the Raptors.
I believe he was on the Jazz, I think.
That's a good guessing game. Like, where
can we pull up a CJ Miles career?
Where has CJ Miles been?
We can pull up his career.
He's not even listed on the Celtics right now on Google. Kind of wild.
Well, yeah, a little 10-day. Here we go. CJ Miles career. Pulling up right now. here it is. We're going to take a look too. While you're looking at it, all right, here, the people have it in front of them. I'm going to go Jazz, Raptors. I don't think he was on the Rockets.
Wow.
I really don't. Pacers, I think. Those are the three teams I'm pretty sure.
He's played on 6 teams total.
Okay. Jazz, Rockets, Pacers are my 3.
Well, I'm looking at it right now.
Or so Jazz, Raptors, Pacers, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. He played 7 seasons with the Jazz, so you nailed it. 3 seasons with the Pacers, 2 with the Cavs, 2 with the Raptors, 1 with Memphis, and 1 with Washington. Dang. Okay.
I'm pretty proud of myself there. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. How can they even count that? How can they count the Wizards as a team? He played 10 games. He played. All right. I'm not even going to read that stat line. He barely played for him, but yeah.
I've never seen someone so disrespectful towards CJ Miles. Just treating him like he isn't even a person. It's sickening.
He's been around. He made his debut in 05-06. Nick, how old were you in 05-06?
I was 5, man.
And this guy is still kicking it.
I love that.
Suiting up for your favorite team tonight. It's kind of cool, actually.
But I'm telling you, man, CJ Miles has been kind of like a father figure to me growing up, 5 years old, I was like, there's CJ balling for the Jazz.
Made that debut at 18, man.
Did he? Was he 18 years old?
Yep. He averaged 3.4 points a game when he was 18.
Playing in the NBA 15 years. I mean, how do your knees feel after that?
It's gotta be tough, man. Vince Carter I think I watched a documentary about Vince Carter and he was talking about his knees, and because somebody was like, how did you dunk when you were so old? He was like, yeah, the knees kind of hurt. they really suck right now.
I'm telling you what, after this game tonight, CJ Miles might be done for. It might just be quad shin. Knee might just be gone.
We're talking like the guy's like 50. He's only 33 years old.
I know. That's the thing. I mean, that's what's creepy though. Like,
yeah,
I think people forget he debuted so young. Like, I wasn't aware he was 18.
I wasn't aware either. I just am looking at his basketball reference page right now. So I was realized he was only, we're talking like he's been around since like Michael Jordan was playing. And
well, yeah, I said he made his debut after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like 70 years or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, 60 years.
Literally only like a decade older than you. And it's kind of like, would have thought it was a little different, but
you would have for sure. But hey, let us know on our socials what you think CJ Miles is going to do. Over or under 27.5 points in the green and white. Andrew's going with the under. I'm going with the over. Let us know. Send us a note. Please do on Twitter. You can find us. It'll be linked. If you're seeing the episode right now, chances are you probably came from Twitter. If you didn't, shout out to you, but give us a follow at Beantown Pod. That's the handle right there. We're also on TikTok now because that's what the kids are loving nowadays. We'll do another social plug at the end.
Down.
Heck yeah, man.
I like that.
Just absolutely gorgeous. But so yeah, Celtics in trouble. We'll see how they respond with the injuries. Another culture piece right here. It's an interesting story I found on Mass Live today. I'm surprised we didn't cover it last episode, but there were 8 mass cash tickets that were sold for $100,000 on Wednesday. 5 of them. I don't really know the percentage here. I wish I calculated before. Quick maths. It's like 60% or something, right? 5 of 8.
Sounds about right.
Right around there. 63, 64%, I think. 5 of them sold at the same store. How does that happen?
Holy cow. Yeah. So that is crazy. They were sold at Deli Mart in Bellrica. Each ticket won $100,000. Think about you walking into the Deli Mart in Bellrica and you just walk in.
It's pronounced Billerica. I'm telling you, you live in St. Louis for how long did you live in St. Louis for?
Too long, I think.
Yeah, but, you just lost everything.
Nah, man, it's a North Shore place. It's all right. Like people say it weird over up there.
99. So. I'm 99% sure it's Billerica, I think.
But okay. Well, you walk into the Deli Mart. I don't even care if you're freaking out west somewhere, down south. You walk into any Deli Mart, you don't expect to come out of there with $100K. So
after taxes, though, what is it? Because I know they take a ton.
I don't know.
So they're probably walking out with like 76.
Still, you walk
I'll
in.
take it.
The other one was AJ's Mini Mart, and then a Richdale and Marblehead. So it's like,
not a bad day.
Yeah, not a bad day at all.
I mean, could you imagine like gallon of milk and $100,000?
Holy cow. Yeah, no, I'm reading the story. I'm kind of blown away. I guess I don't understand. Like, this is literally just playing the Mass State Lottery, and people are just going into these random places, into a deli mart, into AJ's Mini Mart, and they're literally just buying a lotto ticket and they're winning 100K. Why are they giving away so much? Because I know
COVID,
like Powerball. Okay,
I
I don't know. I know like Powerball's a thing, like where people can like go play the lottery or whatever and like get it. But like I feel like that's a lot of winners in the past like week. Like,
well, yeah, that's eight. You have to think that's 800
and 5 of them at the same place too. Like,
that's some like Willy Wonka. That's some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket type stuff right there.
Yeah, I don't know. That's wild. I wouldn't even know what to do if I walked into a deli mart and won the winning ticket. It's like,
yeah. Now this is the thing. You get the winning ticket. Like, now do you notice that in the store, or like, are you gone from the store? Because if you're noticing that in the store, and there's like people behind you in line, right?
Oh, you're gone.
You get like 100K, and there's people behind you, and you're just looking. I mean.
That's actually a big fear of mine, by the way, is ever winning. Like, you ever like done a scratch off? Like, you ever played a scratch off?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my biggest fear is like, getting a scratch off. Like, I never scratch it off in the store, but like, what if you like, that you just won like $1 million prize and you're out in public somewhere and like everybody, like, say you were like, I don't even know, say like, actually, this happened to me one time. I was at Black Friday and I don't remember where I was, but I was like somewhere, and each person like that was going in the door was getting like this like paper. Then it was like one person was going to get lucky enough to win like a 10K shopping spree, like on Black Friday. That was like their whole deal to get people into the store and buy stuff. And so what if you were that person that had that 10K like shopping spree in your hand, and there's like a bunch of people around you that like want that? I'd be nervous. I'm like, I'm about to walk out these doors and I'm going to get beat up and they're going to take this. So like, that person at the deli mart better been gone, because, Ralph hanging out in the parking lot's like, holy cow, that person has the 100K. Like, no, they're not walking out with it. That's one of my biggest fears. Yeah. Like, I never want to win a prize like that's worth a lot of money when I'm out in public. Cause I'm like, I'm literally probably just going to get beat up on my way out of here and they're just going to take it.
I kind of felt that same experience like when I was younger. At like Chuck E. Cheese, you have like your stack of tickets.
Exactly. It's like a real thing.
I know. You got people next to you like kind of eyeing the tickets, and you're like, you're not on my level. Like, you're just not. And don't try me.
It's a fear. It's like a legit fear, because it's just like, hey, I just won all these tickets over at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, and this kid next to me wants them because he wants that prize. And he's huge and I'm small. So it's like, I don't know. It'd be nerve wracking to have that 100K, and even like going up to redeem it is that is like, I think more of like you go home, you won, like you see that you won, you have to actually go up and redeem it and like make sure the guy behind you doesn't know you have like the 100K winner because he really wants it too. Like, that's nerve wracking.
Well, apparently at that one store, everyone in line had a 100K winner.
Everybody in line did.
Everyone was just like, oh, well, it's fine. We all got it. So we don't have to steal anyone's.
That's true.
No, that's crazy. That's absurd. If you ever do win the lottery, please let me know. I mean, we can put a lot of that in the show.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Mass though, like the state lottery just handing out the 100K like to a bunch of people.
Winners here.
It's kind of cool.
I mean, my goodness. I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
Happy for them. Definitely was not us. I
was not me. I can confirm that.
Yeah. So maybe someday.
I apparently couldn't even pronounce the town, so it definitely wasn't me.
Definitely was not Andrew. Definitely was not Andrew. This is back-to-back episodes. First, you're pronouncing Giannis.
All right, that one's a little more understandable. I think I'm more probably in trouble for this one, just because I live. I probably live within 20 minutes of it too, and I can't even pronounce it.
You're gonna get reamed for this.
Yeah,
I'm never letting you forget this.
Tough look, I guess.
Never letting you forget this.
Yeah, I'm a 23-minute drive from there, so that's tough. That's a tough look.
We're gonna be on like episode 95 with like Tom Brady. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be like, hey, Tom. Back in episode 2, Andrew was just mispronouncing everything. I mean, it was absurd.
You think we could find an athlete from
Bill Ricka? No, Kyle Schwarber from Waltham, so maybe we could get him.
I wonder if we could I wonder if there's any athletes currently playing or previously playing that are from there.
Give us a search.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
What do we got? We got some?
We just have a few. Yeah.
Don't give away any names because we gotta surprise the people if we're able to do it. We're able to pull it off.
Nobody that was born before the year of 1968. So
I think getting them on a Zoom call might be tough.
Wait, that was just hockey though. Oh man. Yeah, I think we're gonna be out of luck there.
All right, we'll find someone in a close area.
Oh my gosh, never.
What do we have?
No way.
What do we have?
There's zero chance.
What do we have?
Only one of the best pitchers to ever pitch in baseball went to the high school there. So.
Oh, hold on. I got you. You're telling me Clay Buchholz went to Billerica High School?
Close. But does it count though? Because
Who was it?
Tom Glavine.
No, that would definitely make sense. He's from Mass.
Yeah, it says.
Yeah. I didn't know it was Billerica though.
Yeah, he went to high school there, but he says he was born in Concord, but it's close enough. But
same thing.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's one of the only names that I saw on there, but kind of cool, I guess. Shout out Tom Glavine. Like,
tune into Beantown Breakdown episode 3 with Nick Galle, Andrew Parker, and Tom Glavine. So
Tom Glavine, MLB Hall of Famer, I'm pretty sure.
Could you imagine episode 3? Tom Glavine just pull that out of the magician's hat there.
Yeah, that is insane. I didn't even realize that Tom Glavine was actually from Concord, so that's kind of cool. But
you learn something new every day. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, but yeah, we can't get any Mass. So unless we get Tom Glavine, we won't be able to get anybody on the pod from there. But
that's our only hope right there.
Bucket list item right there.
We'll see what we can do. No promises though there for sure. Another culture piece here for you, and we said we were going to talk about it. Logan Airport had the firsthand experience today. I know we dove into it a little bit. We got more into the kind of Massachusetts traditions, that we experienced growing up and whatnot, and what we're kind of doing now. I talked a little bit about your story where you got rained on 4th of July, and that was a good one. Still sorry to hear about that. But Andrew, this is what I noticed today. I'll give you my first takeaway. I want to hear what you think about it. I get off the plane, right? Just landed in Boston, get off the plane, walk into baggage claim, went to the bathroom to wash my hands, wash them. The experience is good. I'm walking out. There's an iPad on the wall asking me to rate my bathroom experience. And there were 3 pictures. There was a green one with like a smiley face, a yellow one with like just a neutral face, and then a red one with a frowny face, asking me to tap and rate my experience. I didn't do it. Like, do you think people have genuinely cared enough to rate their bathroom experience in Terminal B of Logan Airport?
100%.
What?
100%.
There's no way. There's no way.
People are out there dying to give their opinion on anything. And if they have a bad experience in that bathroom, they want somebody to know about it. Today's their lucky day because there's an iPad hanging on the wall that wants to find out.
You think there's like a response team? Like the Terminal B bathroom response team, like SEAL Team 6 type thing coming in there?
Maybe. I did just actually one of the greatest pages to follow, Only in Boston, just put out a thing today that Logan Airport was undergoing like $2 million, something crazy like that, renovation, $4 million. Yeah. I don't know. But it said literally on the tweet, it said that they were renovating. I know you said Terminal B, but Terminal C facilities and bathrooms included. So it's like maybe somebody complained, like Terminal C is getting those brand new bathrooms, man. They got some bad feedback on their iPad.
Yeah.
And they were like, we got to get these things out of here.
I'm telling you, they had 3. I mean, that's probably all it took. Probably 3 clicks on that red face, and they were like, "My goodness." I think like each click, it's probably a scale. Like each click probably equates to like 100,000. So you get like 9 clicks on the thing. That's 900,000 clicks.
It's
Because
usually
like,
yeah.
yeah, I feel like there's just no way. I looked at it. I was like, this is absurd. I mean, this is
I
actually
wouldn't even
crazy.
think about rating an experience after a bathroom. And but like I said, unless it was like literally the worst thing ever, but I probably wouldn't even take the time to look at it.
Yeah, no, I
It's
don't
an
have
airport
time.
bathroom. Like, what do you really expect? Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not expecting 5-star experience in there. Just had to wash my
yeah, that's
hands and
true.
go. That's all you really need
I,
it for.
I will say though, like being in some other airports around the country, Logan is
It's a great
up
airport.
there.
It
It's up
is.
there. Like it's I don't think people understand like how lucky they are to have like a nice airport like Logan, because previous city I lived in, St. Louis, had a top 5 worst airport. It got hit by a tornado probably 15 years ago, and they just never rebuilt half of it. So it
Here,
was
we'll
just
pull it
like,
up. I'll pull it up for the people. There it is. St. Louis Airport. Gross. Disgusting.
yeah. So like Lambert got hit by a tornado probably 15 years ago, and there's just plywood everywhere still. Like it is insane that they just didn't spend the money to rebuild it. So I think people are lucky to have like airport like Logan. I think Logan's easy to navigate. It's relatively nice. Yeah. And they want you to rate their bathroom. So
Yeah.
if
They
you rate it bad,
care.
they'll just replace them.
They
So
care. That's the thing. They care. They love to. They love to care. They need it. The other thing, like Milwaukee sucks too. I'll pull up a picture of that, the inside. Hopefully I can find one. Well, I'm pulling one up here. Here it is. It sucks. I mean, I'm walking around like this main concourse area, and I feel like I should be seeing like people in gurneys. It feels like a nursing home or something.
oh yeah.
Like it's terrible. And no outlets. No, I mean there's outlets, but very few. I think Logan has an outlet like on every seat, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
I think you're right.
And that's
And
clutch.
it is clutch. It's St. Louis is like the same way. And I guarantee that there's many other airports out there that are also the same way as that. So I don't know. I think we're lucky with Logan being like I don't know if it's top 5 because like I said, I've been to every single
Yeah,
airport in the
no.
country, but from far as I visited, it's been top 5.
I've been to some decent ones. O'Hare is fine, I think.
Yeah. I
Um,
think Dallas Fort Worth's fine. It's huge, but it's
yeah,
fine.
O'Hare's massive too. Um, I was in Charlotte today. I think that was.
Charlotte's is okay.
Is
I've
that
been there.
Douglas, right?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been on
it's fine.
a very long layover there. The only good thing about it is Bojangles, and that was pretty good. But
Yeah, I was gonna get that. I opted to go get a Cliff Bar instead.
no, blueberry biscuit at Bojangles,
A
top
boo
5.
a blueberry biscuit,
Yes,
not
blueberry
blue.
biscuit.
Boo,
Boo,
as in BOO.
boo.
What what is it? I mean,
It's just like a blueberry biscuit. I can't tell you. It's their thing. I
so
don't know
why did they not say blueberry?
because of the way it's spelled. Bojangles. It's like like boo.
It's the
All right,
stupidest thing
next
I've ever
topic.
heard. I'll tell you something else I absolutely hated today in my experience. As I said, I was not the guy who won the $100,000 lottery ticket. So I'm sitting in row 29, right? First of all, I fall asleep on the plane. Had the roughest landing in my life. I woke up to people blessing themselves next to me.
Shout out to you for being able to fall asleep on a plane.
It's so hard. But when you stay up
Tough.
till 2 a.m. and you leave your apartment at 2 a.m., you don't sleep. It's like your body's just begging for it. So you can fall asleep in any situation. Fall asleep, wake up to like the plane just smacking the tarmac. I mean, just absolutely beating down on this thing. And I was like, I jumped and I like looked to my left and a lady's going like this. And I'm like, good God, what did I miss? I mean, this lady is blessing herself. And I just hear like kind of like faint screams from like behind me, like, oh God. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, is this the end? And I was like kind of like dazed and confused because I had just woken up. So like even if it was, I wasn't too concerned about it. But we made it fine. We get to the, terminal. They attach themselves to the gate or whatever they do. I don't know the plane stuff. I really don't. Row 29, okay? Lady in front of me, row 28. Plane lands, she stands up. And we did not get off that plane for another like 25 minutes because everyone's grabbing their, carry-on items, personal items, yada, yada, yada. But this lady's just standing up and she's not turned towards the front of the plane. No, she's looking right at me in my eyes, man. Looking me right in the eyes like a hawk. It's awkward. It's awkward. I don't make eye contact with anyone in airports. It's just an uncomforting feeling for me. But this lady,
tell me, that's one of the worst things about a plane, I think, is when you're sitting, obviously, like, you're going to go front to back to get out. And it's like, we're in the 29th row, lady. Like,
you're not getting out.
It's gonna be, a little bit, because
yes,
all 28 rows in front of us have to get up and out first. So it's like, please just sit down, face the way you've been facing the whole. I get it. Like, legs might be like, you might want to stretch the legs. I get it. But it's like, maybe just like, if you really need to, just get up, stretch them for a second, but then just sit back down. Like, you're gonna be walking halfway across the airport after this anyway. So it's like, you're gonna get your legs stretched out. I hate it.
It's terrible. Sit, relax, light up a cigarette or something. Take some time.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like, no, it's the stuff like that, and it's like, I'm getting older into this mode where I'm feeling like a grumpy, like, I'm not even middle-aged. Like, we're not even middle-aged yet, but I'm starting to like notice things that just like infuriate me. And it's stuff like that. It's like the little things.
That's one of them. It irritates me. I hate it.
Please. And then my flight, I had the Milwaukee to Charlotte flight, sitting on a plane, lady had like a baby strapped to her chest, and the baby starts crying. But like with that, I wasn't like, I mean, that's frustrating. Yeah, like I want to sleep. But like that, I'm not as mad because like I get it. All right.
Yeah,
you really have no control over that.
What can you do?
You're a mother, your kid is like 3 months old. I can have some sympathy there. Like,
it's not ideal, but at the same time, it's like, you're not mad about it.
Exactly. Not ideal, but do what you got to do. I don't know what being a parent is like.
Exactly.
I definitely couldn't do it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So this must suck traveling with the baby. So do what you have to do. If you need me to do something, I'm not going to do it. I got my headphones in, but do what you need to do. All right.
Yeah.
So that was the flying experience. But yeah, the holidays are nuts. I know we talked about it last week, but it's terrible. I mean, once you get into the city, downtown, you get exploring, it's great. But Logan Airport sucks. I will say, like, traffic in that, like, rotary type thing they got going in the terminals, whatever you want to call it.
Wild.
It's nuts. It wasn't too bad today. Thanksgiving was brutal. It was brutal. I mean, just backed up like crazy.
Yeah, luckily I'm staying here for, the rest of the year. So don't have to be messing with all that over there. But 95, by the way, 95 usually just it picked up, like the post-COVID, like the pre-COVID traffic. That 95 and 93 is always a parking lot. 95 has been relatively well recently, and I thought today was going to be brutal for it being the first day of Christmas week. Everybody out running around trying to get Christmas shopping done, all that, but it relatively wasn't that bad. So hopefully hopefully people are a little more chill for the rest of the week, but I'm sure
I hope so, man. Crazier. I hope so. But if you're traveling into Boston or out of Boston, safe travels, good luck. Hopefully it's smooth for you. Andrew, any final thoughts? Anything you want to throw in? Anything we got in the news? Any sports takes? Anything you got to add? The final take, I'll throw it to you. Chance to earn a money bag.
Yeah, I think that might be a solo segment still, but I think just high level my thoughts here. We have all I have is I missed the Bruins already.
Yes,
they got shut down till post Christmas, and that game's probably also going to get delayed. That's on the 27th because they're not even allowed to re-enter their facility until the 27th, and they play on the 27th. It's probably going to get moved. So I do miss the Bruins a lot. We'll see them hopefully right around the new year. So miss my Bruins hockey right now. It's a hole in the heart. At the same time, I don't know if you were around you weren't here on Saturday of this past weekend. It was snowing and then it started raining on top of it. And it was a slushy on the ground and it was awful. But other than that, the mass weather just on Saturday, I just thought I'd comment on it. It was absolutely brutal. But other than that, though, I think those are my final thoughts.
How much did you guys get out in Boston?
Oh, we got like nothing. It was
just that
the ground.
stuff.
It was like the thing is it was 60 degrees the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 60 degrees, and the fact that it started snowing the day after, it was like nothing stuck, but then it started raining on top of it. So it was like it was coating the grass a little bit. I don't know.
That's nasty though.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just gross. You know?
Yeah. Like the mass weather has been drunk the past week. That was pretty much my final thoughts, just because it was 60 degrees on that Friday and then it snowed on Saturday. And then Sunday was like pretty normal. And then today was like 17 degrees when I got up. So it's been a roller coaster.
That's how Mass is though. You know?
Yeah.
What was the St. Louis weather like? I mean, was it relatively steady? I mean, I know the Midwest weather is kind of
usually like 60s, 50s maybe right now. Like nothing crazy, no snow or anything. I mean, it hasn't really snowed here this year either. So I heard that's an anomaly. So yeah.
Well, man, we'll see what happens. Maybe a white Christmas in store. Who knows? Probably a green.
It's not looking like it, but
yeah, no, probably a green Christmas.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's episode 2 right there in the books. Not bad again. I think decent time on this one. Probably right around the same, maybe a little bit longer than episode 1, which is I think what we were shooting for.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks so much for joining for episode 2, Beantown Breakdown, presented by Boston Sports Syndicate, baby. We're also on Spotify. You can find us on there. SoundCloud, you can find us on there if you're about that vibe. And of course, YouTube for the video. It's posted on there as well. So you get video, audio, you name it, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles the peach, you're good to go. We got you covered here on Beantown Breakdown. Go follow us on Twitter at BTown Pod. You can also follow Andrew on Twitter at Andrew Parker with 2 W's at the end of Andrew, 2 R's at the end of Parker, because Andrew is just a silly goose over there. And you can also follow me at the Nick Galle, Galle is how you spell my last name. There's no Y in there. People love to toss the Y in there, but there's no Y.
Sure does sound like it.
Be cautious. It does sound like it. I'll give the people that. But also on TikTok too. Beantown Breakdown, real easy one. You can take a look over there. We post clips of the episodes to get you guys excited about them, to get you guys happy. You know? And you also see that on the Twitter as well. But for I'm Nick Galle. For Andrew Parker, I'm Nick Galle. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you guys for episode 3. But until then, take care.